Hey everyone! The Pokemon world is an amazing place filled with all kinds of creatures ranging from cute, smart, to just outright badass. Every Pokemon trainer goes on a journey through their home region, and along the way, they encounter various villains that always get in the way of their journey.
Today we are going to be counting out our top 5 villains of Pokemon.
Wait, who are you and why are you in my video? Do you know how rude it is to just enter someone else's video?
I mean, yeah, it's rude, but I don't care.
Fine, since you won't leave, I'll let you be in the video.
Awesome! Anyways, before we get started with this video, know that this list isn't just Shiny's opinion or my opinion. It's our opinion. And if your opinion is different than ours, then your opinion is wrong.
Hey, wait a minute, that's not how it works.
Fine, if your opinion is not the same as ours, then leave a comment telling us who your favorite villain is.
And with all that out of the way, let's begin with our very own top 10 villains in Pokemon. Darkrai is here not because of how broken he is in the metagame, but for his role in the Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Explorers of Time, Space, and Sky games. He didn't appear at all in the main story, but he definitely was there. As we find out in the aftergame, Darkrai was behind everything that happened in the main story. He is the reason Dialga became evil, and the reason you became a Pokemon. The list just goes on and on.
Now, if you're like me, you played a lot of GameCube games in your childhood, and chances of you playing Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness is very high. But if you haven't played XD, then you don't know of the Cypher admin Ardos. Ardos was the first admin you're introduced as he helps you from the big bad Zook. Later in the game, he shares his passion for evil. Once you battle him at the Isle where Gravel is held, he shows that he will assure Cypher's plan at any cost, as he does not see the ignorance in Shadow Pokemon once you defeat Gravel. Ardos then made a cliffhanger that he'd make more Shadow Pokemon, but to this day, we have not heard of any Shadow Pokemon games. Ardos will truly go down as a villain who wanted nothing more but true evil.
Don't be fooled by her badass looks and that shiny visor. Pokemon Hunter J is a Pokemon bounty hunter. Let's look up the definition of bounty hunter real fast. Bounty hunter, a person that hunts wild animals in order to collect a reward for killing or capturing them. Pokemon Hunter J captures or sometimes even kills Pokemon? This is all just part of a day's work in the eyes of J. She even sacrifices some of her own men to Officer Jenny, just so she can make a clean getaway. That is ruthless. In an attempt to capture the Lake Guardians, her ship is hit by a future side attack, causing it to plummet into Lake Valor, while she and her crew are still on board, presumably dying. That's dark.
In my recent playthrough of Sun and Moon, I realized what variety in Pokemon and villains there are. I love how Team Skull is incredibly dated, but what I love more is their leader, ya boy Kuzma. Not only because he owns one of my favorite Gen 7 Pokemon, Golisopod, but because he has such a personality. He's so chill and laid back when fighting against you. It's like every time you fight him, he knows he's going to win. He's so stuck up and I enjoy it. He as a villain also shows discipline and knows when he screwed up. If he ever screws up, he ruffles through his hairs and exclaims, "Kuzma, what is wrong with you?" Kuzma has truly earned his spot at number 7.
Overall, Black and White were really awesome games in my opinion. I really thought the story was awesome, and that was all because of Team Plasma. Throughout the Pokemon series, you learn to catch as many pocket monsters as you can. However, it wasn't until the 5th generation that someone actually acknowledged that we are enslaving creatures. And that was Team Plasma. Throughout the entire game, I didn't really consider Team Plasma as the bad guys. It wasn't until the very end that you learned of Ghetsis' true intentions. He didn't actually want to save Pokemon. He wanted nobody to have Pokemon so he would be the only one and could rule the world. If that isn't a huge plot twist, I don't know what is.
Starting at our number 5 spot is Cyrus, the leader of Team Galactic in Pokemon Diamond, Pearl, and Platinum. Like many other villains in Pokemon, he wants destruction. He wants the entire world to crumble, to make his own world that will be peaceful, his own world that not even his grunts would be able to live in. A world just for him. And to do so, he uses the power of the three Lake Guardians, and Dialga of Time, Palkia, God of Space, and Giratina, God of the Afterworld, to create his new world. Cyrus is not only a memorable villain for his use of power, but his intellect. While he was incompetent to think Giratina of all Pokemon would help him create the new world, he was still bright on his own. His dialogue is one I wouldn't press A a million times to pass, and that's why he made it on our number 5.
I know what you're saying. And I agree, Lysander wasn't that great of a villain. In the games. In the Pokemon anime, however, his villainous role shines. In the anime, Team Flare is awesome. Their plan is basically the same, however, instead of with Xerneas or Yveltal respectively, it's with Zygarde. His takeover of Lumio City with Z2 was awesome. He had the determination that a villain needs to have their ambitions come true. Again, just like our number 8 entry, Lysander presumably died at the end of the Team Flare arc. Lysander gave the Pokemon anime that flair that it just needed. Ahaha, I see what you did there!
Coming in at number 3 spot is the disco grooving guy with a Pokeball shaped afro, Mirror B, in Pokemon Coliseum and Pokemon XD Gale of Darkness. Mirror B is an admin of Cypher. His team is so focused on making every Pokemon a shadow Pokemon. Pokemon that will attack humans at will. Mirror B is most memorable for his use of Ludicolo. In Pokemon Coliseum, he uses the strategy of Swift Spin, the ability to make your Pokemon faster than Rain. Rain Dish, the ability to heal HP if it is raining, and the move Leech Seed. His Pokemon matchup with his gimmick being a disco grooving dancing villain. He's also most memorable for having the best theme song in Pokemon, and I believe he is the most underrated Pokemon villain of all time.
I've seen every single Pokemon movie. Although my favorite Pokemon movie is The Rise of Darkrai, the very first one holds the hearts of every Pokemon fan, because, well, it's the first. Mewtwo wasn't born evil. In fact, he was created by Dr. Fuji in a project backed by the leader of Team Rocket, Giovanni. When Mewtwo came to the realization that it was created and not born, it went berserk, destroying everything in its wake. The writers of the anime did a really good job of showing the monstrous power of Mewtwo, showing off some of the strongest Pokemon, such as Alakazam and Arcanine being defeated by Mewtwo with ease. Mewtwo is so strong that it wasn't even defeated in the movie. It was just reasoned with by Ash in the game. The pure power and awesome background of Mewtwo is what lands it at the number 2 spot. Being the first female antagonist in the main Pokemon series, Lusamine had big shoes to fill.
Surprise, she's not in the game too, okay?
Anyways, Lusamine is probably one of the most intimidating villains to me because, well, women are scary. Alright, that's not the reason.
Girlfriend getting to you? Making you the Pokemon slave, Shiny?
What is a girlfriend?
Gardevoir.
Getting back on track, Lusamine is just scary, especially in the Ultra Space when she fuses with Nihilego. What even was that monstrosity?
Spoilers!
Oh, come on. The game has been out for at least 3 months. Well, the point is that Lusamine is incredibly terrifying, and the fact that she's Lily and Gladion's mom makes her even better. And that's why she's number 1.
Well guys, that's gonna be it for today's video. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe.
Hey, wait a minute. First you invade my video, then you try to end the video on my channel?
I'm sorry, I forgot this is your video. I guess I really fudged up on that one.
There's the door. Get out.
Fine.
Anyways guys, if you enjoyed this video, then head through the door with me over to Fudge's channel where we will count down our top 10 boss battles in Pokemon. Well, that's gonna be it for me, so I'll see you all over on Fudge's channel.